Story 1. I ended my engagement because I lurked JustNoMil long enough to know what was going to happen if I didn't. I ended my engagement with the person I thought I'd spend my life with all because if I stayed with him, I'd probably be posting on here every day. Here's some of the things his mother did that he either ignored, defended, or outright supported. She insulted me to my face, from my weight to my intelligence. Took my fiance's ex out for monthly dinners, where they'd gossip about me and post nasty rumors on a joint Twitter account dedicated to airing out my private life, like details about my miscarriage and my dad's infidelity. Told my fiancé that if we ever had a child, she'd dismiss it as a mistake. Told him, it's me or her. Slammed my hand in a car door and then started crying when I screamed because it scared her. She then made me apologize for upsetting her. Pretended to take me out for a birthday dinner to make amends, but then stiffed me with a $270 dinner bill because I should always pay for her and my future father-in-law, out of respect. I get that she mentally and emotionally abused my ex his whole life, so it makes sense why he always took her side and refused to stand up for me. His dad passed away when he was 6, so she kind of treated him like an emotional spouse replacement. I tried for a year to get him into therapy, hoping that it would open his eyes to her behavior, but he thought that agreeing to therapy would disrespect her. Eventually, we ended things, and as far as I know, he hasn't dated anyone since. So yeah, when you sign up for a long-term relationship, you're signing up for their family too. Make sure you're ready for that. My thoughts go out to those of you dealing with people like her on a constant basis. I hit my breaking point. Comment 1. Sounds like you made the right decision. Well done for respecting yourself and your own happiness. It would only have led to you resenting yourself in the end, so you've saved yourself years of heartbreak. Massive well done, smiley face. Comment 2. Slammed my hand in a car door and started crying when I screamed because it scared her. She then made me apologize for upsetting her. This is some textbook predator thing right there. Injure you and yell in pain to distract the narrative. Comment 3. Wow. That huge dinner bill is a new one on me. It was your birthday. Who in the hell pays for dinner on their birthday? I think I would have said I left my wallet at home. What a toxic piece of work. Just goes to show people like that damage everything and everyone around them, starting with her own son. I hope you told your ex every detail of why you're leaving him. Maybe when he wakes up alone at age 50, he'll figure out that she stole his life with her manipulative shit. Good on you for having the guts to do the hard thing. Story 2. She really expected me to stay home for 3 to 5 months. I'm back with another story about my ML. I've posted before about her trying to buy my entire baby registry, how she refuses to communicate with me one-on-one. She made a group chat with me and my so, and how she's lied to both of us about plans. But this one had me laughing so hard last night. I had my baby last month, first grandchild on the in-laws' side, and I really wanted time to heal postpartum before she tries to bring the whole family, 6 to 8 people, into my tiny home. Realistically, it can only fit about 4 adults comfortably. So, I told her I needed at least 6 weeks to heal and get a handle on motherhood before hosting anyone. She seemed to take it well at first, but then started complaining to my so. He handled it well, shutting her down every time she brought it up. My delivery went smoothly, and I've been recovering quickly, though, still sore and definitely feeling the aftermath of childbirth, but I was able to get around just fine after less than a week. Fast forward to a few nights ago, my church hosted a potluck game night, and I went with my so, of course bringing the baby along. Then, last night, my MIL calls my so, asking if I left the baby at home. My baby is only a month old, so naturally, my so tells her, no, the 3 of us went. She was upset because I took the baby to church and, get this, she wasn't the first person to meet the baby. She actually thought I'd stay home or leave the baby behind while I ran errands until it was convenient for her to visit in the summer. ETA, MIL lives a full day's drive away, so it's not as simple as her popping over for a few hours to meet the baby. She wants me to host everyone she brings to meet the baby from breakfast to bedtime, then send them off to a hotel and do it all again the next day for a whole week. Comment 1. Talk with your husband. Ask him to shut his mother down about bringing everyone she knows to visit at your house. She is only allowed 1 or 2 people to come into your home with her. Give her and her guests time limits. Say she can visit from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and that it is all she is allowed. Don't be afraid to tell them to leave. Stand up to her. Your husband needs to shut her down now. Comment 2. I think hosting anyone in the first year of having a baby is super generous. I would make my husband take the week of work to host his mommy honestly. However, you took your newborn to a church in a state, Texas, that has active measles outbreaks. I get it. Texas is large, but churches tend to have the highest rates of the unvaccinated. I live in the Northern California, and there are too many unvaccinated churches out here, so we purposefully kept our kids in a safer bubble, vaccinated the measles early, and picked a more progressive church. Protect your kids. Story 3. She went afar this time. I think I'm finally at the point where I need to go no contact with my JustNoMil. It's been years of her saying hurtful things to my face, and each time, I've let it go because I just want peace. But this time, she crossed a line I can't ignore. A few years ago, my brother was murdered, and the trial is coming up. Initially, I couldn't afford a plane ticket to attend, but someone kindly offered me their airline miles so I could go for the first 4 days. My husband will be home with our 2 young children, aged 5 and 7. He's stressed, as I just went to my nephew's wedding for 2 days, and he's obviously tired and overwhelmed. 4 days ago, I reached out to my JustNoMil, asking if she would be willing to help out with the kids for a few hours one afternoon while I'm gone. I had a few coworkers offer as well, so I didn't think this was an unreasonable request. But I got no response until today, when she messaged asking to come by for a private conversation. When she came over, she proceeded to tear into me, calling me selfish and ungrateful for going to the trial. She couldn't understand why I would leave her son alone with the kids again. Mind you, these are all school days, so it's not like it's a huge burden on her. I was so shocked and hurt by her words that I just broke down in tears, trying to explain that this isn't about her, that I feel I need to be there for my brother. She showed no sympathy at all, not even an ounce of understanding. She literally couldn't care less. And then, after all that, she had the nerve to ask me to pray with her before leaving. I feel completely shattered right now. With everything else going on, I can't believe she chose this moment to act this way. It's like she knows what I'm going through and just doesn't care. All she wants is to make me feel selfish, like I'm doing something wrong by trying to be there for my family. I feel exhausted and defeated. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Comment 1. Okay, wait. These kids are 5 and 7. You're not leaving him alone with exclusively breastfed infant twins. It's 4 days, not a month. What superpower do you have that makes it okay for you to be with them but not him? He's their father. They will be in school for 8 hours per day. Your brother was murdered. This is the last way for you to stand for your brother. They can all piss off. Go, do what you need to do. They'll be okay. Comment 2. She went too far. It's a murder trial. Your brother's life was stolen from him. You need support right now as a secondary victim. Your husband, while he may be tired, needs to man up and manage. I'm guessing you do the majority of the child raising and household chores normally. He's not inept. He can make it work. Sure, it won't be the same as you, but he's more than capable. Comment 3. So your husband can't cope with his own kids for 4 days and his mother doesn't want to help either of you. Clearly, she does not care about her grandchildren, or she would be more supportive of their parents. Go to the trial and do not feel guilty about that or the wedding. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.